Farm Small, Farm Smart Daily is part of the Modern Grower Podcast Network. Check out some of our other shows like Carrot Cash Flow, the Growing Microgreens Podcast, and Farm Small, Farm Smart. Learn more about the shows using the link below.
I think a lot of people, in my experience, getting into this, or a big slice of the new farmer pie, are people doing it on the side. So they have a job and they want to start something on the side. If you think about starting stuff on the side and you know it, this is what your book, and for people, if you're not aware, Michael's writing a book that'll be coming out forthcoming, and that's the basis for this episode. So there'll be a lot of resources there. You're really looking at profitable part-time farming with a scalable model. If I'm part-time farming, just by definition, I only have part-time hours to apply. If I commit to a big customer base, that means I have to have a relatively larger area in production, which can be tougher part-time. So if I have less hours, less customers, that's less beds in production in the beginning to manage, so you can do a lot of what you're doing, get in and get out. And then usually when you get experience, assuming most people follow this curve, with more experience, you can do more in the same amount of time. So as you grow, because you also probably also have leverage up on equipment and appropriate technology and stuff like that. So you start part-time with a manageable workload for the hours that you have, instead of diving in, taking all this huge farm on and really trying to have two full-time jobs. Scale up, build your market. You mentioned getting referrals, getting other people to give you feedback. All that's super valuable. And you can do it on a lower budget, which a lot of people want these days. They're not coming into this with tens of thousands of dollars that they're willing to risk starting up. And you also, you need less beds. You potentially live on that land. That land might not get you your $100,000 a year farm that you need to be at when you go full time 5 years from now, but it might get you five customers for the first year and a half.
Yeah, no, everything you just said is 100% correct. And I'm glad someone that's been in the game as long as you have recognizes how important starting off small is, because Instagram's great, YouTube's great. Like, hell, I learned how to farm from Curtis on YouTube. Like, I always grew stuff, but I learned the business model of lettuce and salad mix and salanova, all that from Curtis on YouTube. And it's they're great things, but people get way too far ahead of themselves when they're starting out because they see Ray Tyler on Instagram and they see all of Curtis's old videos and all these great, amazing farms. And I want to do that, but people don't realize how many times Ray failed to get to the point that he is now. So I always tell people, please start small. I literally beg people, because if you start off big, you're going to fail, and there's a good chance you're not going to keep doing it. It's just like anything. If you're not good at it, you quit. But if you start off small and you have some successes, like you said earlier, confidence grows and you get in a little swing of things and you learn. And as far as what you said about the small land, I'm on 0.37 acres, and I use less than half of my farm right now. The other half is usually cover cropped, because I don't have the time to take care of it. But that's because I've been doing it 7 years and I've gotten so efficient with my bed space. And also, I don't have running water on my farm, which is a whole another story that we don't have to get into. But it's made me more efficient with watering. It's made me more efficient with crop selection, with making my soil better. And all of those things I wouldn't have been as good at if I was running 10 crops every season and I had all this extra space. Starting small actually makes you a better farmer in the beginning because it forces you to learn how to do certain things like intercropping. Intercropping to me is a huge deal because I've learned to plant so many more things in such a small space. Whereas if I had 5 acres, I'd just plant 5 rows of this and 5 rows of that. And it just wouldn't make me a better farmer. So now when I scale up, I don't have to scale up by a half acre. I can scale up by 300 or 400 foot beds and that's equal to somebody else's half acre.
Today's episode is brought to you by Modern Grower. Let's face it, seeding in the nursery is tedious and time-consuming. Turn the drudgery into efficiency with the time and labor-saving Quick Click Seeder by Modern Grower. The Quick Click can seed a full nursery tray in seconds. It's fully compatible with all trays on the market, such as paper pot, airstrip, cell trays, prop tech, and more. The Quick Click can also be used for microgreens. Cut your time spent seeding by 75% with a Quick Click Seeder available at shop.moderngrower.co.